Hey everyone, Bianca Bella here as Spider-Gwen today, yay! So I'm here to talk to you guys about RPC Studios Faceshells and lenses, but first I want to talk about my last video where I tried on this Gwen suit. First of all, I am gobsmacked by the views on that video. That's just amazing, and thank you guys so much for watching it, and I hope that it's helped you in some way. However, I have been wearing Gwen now for coming up on a year very soon. I made that video obviously when I first got the suit, and I am still getting comments to this day about how I failed when I attached the lenses to my face shell. So I did explain in that video that I was having trouble seeing due to my lighting setup, and any Spidey will tell you that once you get into a mask and into a face shell and put your lenses on, it can take a fair bit of adjustment before you're used to being in there and for your vision to adjust and all that sort of thing. So bearing in mind, this was my first ever time wearing a mask and a face shell and lenses. Not only did I have that going for me, but the lighting, and it was just all a bit of a kerfuffle. So I know a lot of you are getting so super duper offended by the way I attached the lenses. I'm really sorry. I did not notice until after I filmed the video and started editing it. Honestly, I could not be bothered filming it again. Sorry for my laziness. But I assure you, I have not once cosplayed as Gwen with my lenses on wrong. And now, let's talk about face shells and lenses. I'm going to start off by saying that I am a big fan of face shells. I just love that smooth, clean look you get with face shells. So when I ordered my RPC suit, I knew I had to get a face shell as well. The other thing I've noticed too is that it can really help with a mask, because if you have your lenses sewn into your mask and no face shell, what can happen is that the spacing between your eyes won't always be great. You know, it's just a little bit too close together. But with a face shell, it's all evenly spaced out. And in the case of RPC face shells and lenses, there's magnets holding everything together. As long as you put it on properly, everything will stay as it is, which is great. So as I mentioned, I bought my Gwen suit around this time last year, and since then RPC have come out with a brand new face shell and also fog-free lenses. Hallelujah! So many people were asking for it, and I'm so glad they finally started doing these. I'm actually wearing their fog-free lenses at the moment with my original face shell, and I love this look. This is my current face shell and lenses setup. So what I'm going to do for you today is show you the differences between the old face shell and the new face shell. They have vastly different shapes, which you'll see shortly. And I'm also going to review for you my original lenses, which are now known as RPC's Glossy lenses, right here, and the fog-free lenses. Now, the reason why I like wearing my old face shell is because the new face shells are much more fitted to your head. I really like that elongated look. I just think it's so, I can't even describe it. I just find it more Spidey-like. And here is RPC's new face shell, which is much snugger than the old shape. It's actually so snug that it's a little bit uncomfortable for me, and I guess that's another reason why I do prefer my old face shell. I'm pretty lucky and I don't get claustrophobic in masks, but this one, because it is so tight right up against my face, I do notice that I'm in a mask a lot more, if that makes sense. I do like the more feminine shape to it. I like especially the nose and chin area. I like how this is much more smoothed out. I do need to actually get into my old face shell and sand it down a bit so I can get rid of those lines. I'll do that eventually. If you were to see the two side by side, which I will do in post, there is quite a difference. Another thing I've noticed that's different is the shape of the lenses. So the fog-free lenses that I'm wearing now, you can see they have a slight little dip up here, like a little bit of a curve. So I'll change those for you now. Ah, a ghost! I find the difference hard to describe, but I love the look of these lenses. I prefer them over the fog-free ones, though I am used to the look of the fog-free now. It's just that these are so much cleaner and smoother. They just have a really nice shape to them. I just find it a really flawless shape. But the problem is they're not fog free. So even right now, I've been wearing them for about 30 seconds now and things are fogging up and I'm wondering where everybody's gone. So that is why I prefer these lenses, because it doesn't matter how hot I get in here, I can still see all the time. It's great. In case you were wondering, yes, the lenses are fitted to the face shell that they come with, but I do think RPC has a standard size of sorts, just based on the fact that I can swap out my old lenses to my new lenses and whatever on either face shell. Like, it's not completely an immaculate fit like my old lenses with my old face shell and my new lenses with my new face shell, but you get what I mean. It works. I just want to give a shout out to RPC as well, because they chose me to be a weekly feature on their Instagram some time ago, which means I won $50 USD off to spend in their shop, which was awesome. And of course, that went towards my new face shell and lenses. Yay! RPC actually have a new section on their website dedicated to just masks now, which is great. So the prices for those are anywhere between $40 USD to upwards of $300 USD. Now those prices vary depending on what you want. So if you want lenses attached to your mask, whether you want them detached, whether you want lenses at all, whether you want a face shell, or whether you don't want a face shell, whether you want RPC paint, there's a lot of things that go into it. So what you'll have to do is just jump onto their website and have a look at what you might like, and then from there the website will calculate the prices for you. Okay, so to review, while I quite like this face shell a lot, I prefer RPC's old face shell with the new fog-free lenses. That is my current setup and it works best for me personally. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Hope you enjoyed, hope it's helped you in some way. If you have any more questions, comment down below and I'll try my best to help you. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I'd really appreciate it. Give this video a thumbs up if you like Spider-Gwen. Thanks so much for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!